Ryan Little.
Japan.
Brian Little. Brian Little.
No! First one? First one? Oh, no! Come on! Come on! No, 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 it's alive! It's alive! No! Oh, God! Come here. Eat. Get rid of it! Eric coming in like every night. Light him up.
Jack it up.
Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Shiny! 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 We have to get Merlin. We have to get Merlin. What is it? What is it? What is it? Water orb! I have this! Done. Gabby, go. Whoa! Oh my God!
You know what the stakes are for this.
What? I see for the couch?
Our marriage.
Microphone checkity check. Check 2 1 2. What y'all gonna do when your boy's still getting ready? Joshua celebrated 8 months Patronus Squad. What's up? Wow, I made. Wait, what did he say? Wow, I made a Wednesday stream. I know what's going on. KP Birdman also over on Twitch as well. And Master Monkey Boy followed for on Twitch. So thank you. And of course, YouTube holding it down. Checking the check-in. Harley. Brian. Metatron. Nagara. Support Crow. Joe Mack in the house. Rita. Oh my gosh. Good afternoon. Checkity checks. Metatron. Friday Head Mando. Parrish. Becky. Amelia. Gabe. Micah. Let's go. And whoever I missed. Yeah, I think I got just about everybody. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Happy. Oh, I got to see if these headphones work. I am trying out the new headsets from what are they called? Razer. The new headsets from Razer. Hey, Nikki, what's good? Fallen Ninja with the 5
Fallen
biddies.
Ninja 84
Thank
cheered
you
5
over
bits.
on Twitch. Thank you so much. 19 months already. Time flies like a hippogriff. Love you guys. Potterhead Mando celebrating 19 months. Patronus Squad. Good night, says Christian. Hey, Christian. Thanks for coming in before you're winding down. Let me see if these things work. I don't even know how to turn them on. Wait, hold on. Power. Is it on? Noise canceling. Wait, no, that's mute. Where's the power button? Oh, it's this one. Did I not charge it? Oh, it's on. All right, let me see if I can play some music, see if that does anything. Nothing. I forgot to tweak these. Wait, maybe I gotta turn the volume up. No, that's not doing it. All right, we'll do it later. All right. I'm back. Hey! Marus! And when we'll release the Hogwarts Legacy 2 trailer for no, when we release the game. I'm back to WFH on Thursday so I can catch Wizarding Wednesdays again. Let's go. Adil What is good over on YouTube? A Rainbow so has been taking me nearly 3 years to play Hogwarts Legacy on my PC with the Xbox on PC, and now I'm able to play the mods. Hey, let's go! Oh my gosh. Anyway, we have a lot to talk about. Have you guys heard of Highguard? Have you guys heard of Highguard? Because I'm interested in if you've heard of Highguard or the news. I won't say drama because that could be perceived as drama, but the news surrounding Highguard. And I was thinking about it, like thinking about a topic today. Joe Mack commented on like a 5-year-old video from my Wizards Unite days. It was either yesterday or the other day. And he took me down a rabbit hole. I started watching for an hour. I started watching my old Wizards Unite videos. And I have a theory now. I was like, I'd have messed up and have a theory for Hogwarts Legacy too. But I was like, ooh, I could do that. I could do a theory video. But since everybody's talking about Highguard, I was like, we got to talk about Highguard, particularly with Hogwarts Legacy, with the Hogwarts Legacy MMO. So we're going to do that. And if you guys want to hear the theory, if we have time, we'll do that too. Harry Potter Forever, hashtag, yo, you already know. Bro, like the 31st, once the 31st hits this weekend, that'll be, what is it, 2021? Would it be 5 years or 6 years? 2021 or 2022? It's 4 years now. 2022. Let me see. When did Wizards Unite? He has enough bees now. Oops. We're doing that later. Oh, shoot. Oh, it works. Let's go. When did Wizards Unite shut down? January 31st, 2022. Okay. You're right, Josh. We heard about it shutting down in 2021, November. That's why that stood out. I remember that stream. I've gone back and watched the streams in the last night of the Wizards Unite video a few times. Yeah, me too. But yeah, in regards to the, oh my gosh, I have, anyway, because I want to talk about this so bad. I want to talk about this theory so bad. But, Highguard, Hogwarts Legacy MMO. Highguard is a new game that dropped Monday. And, it's an FPS shooter. It's an amalgamation of a lot of hero shooters / even like sort of League of Legends type stuff with defending the bases, whatever. But it is not doing well, and it is not being received very well in general. Obviously, you have your outliers, but in general, it's not being received very well. And it made me think of the Hogwarts Legacy MMO because we, as a fan base, can use that as a measuring system, as a metric for what not to do when it comes to the release of this game. And it's, I have a laundry list. Of just like, don't do this. And what's scary is the reception to Highguard. You can say a lot of it is not warranted, but the reviews based on what people are saying is valid. Some of them, at least, or I would say a lot of them. And this could happen to the Hogwarts Legacy MMO. Not to this extent, like a Concord or like a Highguard, but it could still happen, and we need to talk about it. Yeah, we're at least where we know where it's coming from. Yeah. I get notifications which night still using location data. Freaking Niantic. That's crazy. Cindy says, at the one and only time we made you dance, the Fios. Oh, the Flosser stream. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I think I've only done the floss once or twice before. So, also, Trisha celebrated 36 months. Patronus Squad. Wait, did you just get your 3-year badge, Trisha? Congratulations. 36 months. 3 years. Patronus Squad supporting the channel. Thank you, guys. I gotta show off the banner for everybody. That's crazy. So we're going to talk about that. We also got some fun little Harry Potter news regarding I think it's just random stuff. We checked out Wizarding World Direct, but you have to forgive me because I just found out we have a nor'easter coming. I literally just found out today we have a nor'easter coming to the area. Full of snow, and we just had snow this past weekend, and we're supposed to get even more, like a bigger one this weekend, and I just found out. Hopefully out at sea. Yeah. Now, obviously, it's still ways out where its trajectory could change, and it might not affect us as hard as it's now currently projected to hit our area. But we've dealt with nor'easters before. It's usually a lot of wind, flooding, rain, and stuff like that. It's like a notch lower than a hurricane. I've just never heard of a nor'easter bringing snow. And so I still have a lot of the emergency supplies and a lot of the snow supplies that we gathered from last week's snow, which was a nothing burger. So I still got to get some more salt, though, because I used up 2 of the 4 bags on the last one. So I want to get another bag just in case, and maybe even a tarp and some other stuff. So my mind's going like 80 miles a minute. So that's not that fast, but yeah. No more snow, please. Winter Wizarding Wednesday, right? People are still digging out. My car has not moved, and I'm hibernating. Yeah, my mom, who's in out near Chicago area, yeah, they had like 12 inches. I hope it misses both of us. Had to cancel a lot of things and had people still stuck at home. Yeah, Josh, me too. There's a card show I wanted to go to. Dylon, what's good, homie? Yeah, there's a card show I wanted to go to on doing some trades of Pokemon. My sons are into it, and Pokemon TCG. Little entrepreneurs, businessmen and stuff, so helping them. Got to be careful with that snow, especially the ice, says Gabe. Hey, Twim, what's good? Happy Wednesday. Stay safe out there, says El Ramos from the East Coast. Everyone come to California where it's warm. I know. But yeah, the fear, obviously, with stuff like this is just power outages. I shouldn't affect our heat because our heat is on a different, like, what is it called? We have floor heating, so we don't use like a whole unit. So we have 14 inches, says Parish Gracious. I wish it snowed here in Puerto Rico, says Gabe. I like snow. I just don't like it when it has a possibility of taking your power out. So anyway, that being said, that's where my head's at. My friend just went to his home in Arizona just in time for the winter. Keeps bragging about the weather there. Bro, I'll deal with that dry humidity any day of the week. That dry heat. Understandable, says Gabe. Yeah, so anyway, I want to talk about Highguard and the Hogwarts Legacy MMO and kind of like how it should navigate and the lessons it should learn and the mistakes that Highguard made that, again, the MMO should learn leading up to its release in a couple of years. So, and not just from Highguard. We could there's a lot of stuff we can learn from when it comes to Greatest Champions, Wizards Unite, and even Magic Awakened, and a lot of WB Games properties. So we're going to go over that alongside, again, the Harry Potter news. So I'm excited to go over that with you guys and see your reactions and thoughts, because I love hearing you guys' thoughts. And if we have time, I'll do my theory, because I just need to get it off my chest. If you're going to be here the entire time, I just need you guys to remember these two names, Theus and Lethifold. So if you're going to be here the entire time, burn that into your memory, because I will talk and forget. Theus and Lethifold. These were names that were prevalent regarding the Harry Potter Wizards Unite story, for those of you guys, the OGs who remember, and kind of looking at the Unforgivable and how that could play into Hogwarts Legacy 2. Especially with the name Theus and Lethifold. I'm excited about that. So, thanks for the sub, Sherman, over on YouTube. Appreciate you. This is why I never want to move away from Cali. Oh my gosh. Familiar names. Micah, yes. Yes, so let me get some yos in the chat. We'll get into the latest and greatest, and we'll have some fun. I'm listening to music, and I don't even have it. I have it muted for you guys. I'm listening to music. I try to remember. I'm terrible with names. Me too. Me too. Me too. Ghost Steps, but I think I know where you're going. Yeah, it's not nothing too crazy, but I just wrote it down. And I always enjoy kind of going down the rabbit hole with you guys, because you always kind of throw some cool stuff in there. So, all right, we got Yo's in the chat. Lauren, Captain Cactus, Maru in the house. Oh, you got it pinned. Cindy thinking outside the box, holding it down. Let's go. Amelia, Gabe, Fruitylicious, and right near DTLA. Parrish and Brian with the yo-yos alongside Harley. And of course, Ghost Steps. All right, let's get into, the latest and greatest.
And I'm Sue.
And we are XpectoGO. Bring you guys the latest and greatest. The latest and greatest. The latest and greatest. The latest and greatest. The latest and greatest.
Ryan Little.
All right, so starting us off with the latest and greatest. Whoa, the Corsi! What is up, James? It's been a while, brother. The Corsi. The man with one of the best voices in the world next to James Earl Jones. Whoa, seeing this latest and greatest video for the first time with us. Oh yeah, we got drops. We're trying to get like official, transitions and stuff. Josh, trying to look official. Honestly, the drops just help me with the timestamps. So I was like, okay, cut here, timestamp here. We're about to talk about ABC. So, and it's a great way to break up the stream, so it's not just James talking. So I'm glad you like it, Josh. Let me see. Remind me of Mermaids first. Thank you, man. Yeah, bro. I still remember having you voice for our little movie we did for Wizards Unite. So yeah, that's production quality right there. Spike, thank you, Mike. But anyway, as we do this time normally, we always hit up Wizarding World Direct, friend of the channel, and great source of all Wizarding World news. And I thought this was a great question, and we've gone over it before during Wizarding Wednesdays, but I wanted to see the fans' reaction outside of our nice little bubble. But of course, I did answer. And I put Eva Green or Katie McGrath. If you guys don't know, Eva Green is best known for her roles in Penny Dreadful. Oh my gosh. She kills it alongside, I don't know, Golden Compass, Casino Royale, a bunch of stuff. Miss Peregrine's thing, whatever. 300 movie, Kingdom of Heaven. She's in a bunch of stuff. So, she's a character actor. I would think, or I would label her as a character actor. She really gets engulfed into her character. She does a great job of kind of separating herself from Eva Green and throwing herself into the character, like a Helena the Bonham Carter, who previously played Bellatrix Lestrange. So my suggestion was, and my top choice has always been Eva Green, even ever since we heard about the show back in 2021, 2022. So Eva Green, I just love her too. Like, Sue knows I have a huge crush on her. So yeah, Eva Green. But you guys and Sue got me on to Katie McGrath as another choice. She was, funny enough, Morgan Le Fay, or Morgana, in the Merlin show. And Sue used to watch it all the time when it was like huge, I think on Netflix years ago. She used to watch it all the time. Right after we started having kids. But I didn't watch it. I was playing Skyrim like back in 2012, 2013, 2014. But apparently this is a lot of people's choice as well. And again, I only know her from the Merlin show. I'm sure she's done other works, but thanks for the lurk, Josh. Hope you have a good Wednesday, bud. But I think she looks the part, and according to you guys, especially from the scenes I've seen with her in Merlin, she has that crazy in her, which Eva Green does as well. Again, if you just seen anything with Penny Dreadful, she has that crazy in her, which you need to play Bellatrix Lestrange. So Wizarding World Direct actually comes in and says, two excellent choices. They're personally rooting for Katie McGrath. She was brilliant in Merlin, which we talked about. And then this person responded to my post. Definitely Eva. I think we really need an actress who can character act, which is why I chose her. And plus, I love her. I feel Eva would be great at not allowing Helena's great point, performance to influence her own, and she could bring her own thing to it. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Let me see. Eva would make awesome Bellatrix, says Lauren. Loved watching Merlin. So good, says Becky. McGrath is silent for Katie herself. The Merlin show, says Micah. Eva Green is awesome, says Joe. Merlin was awesome. Still PO'd about the ending. No spoilers. Katie was also a witch in Supergirl. The TV show? I couldn't do the TV show. After I watched the first season, I watched like the collabs, like the Arrow, the Flash and Supergirl episodes, or Supergirl and Superman episodes. I watched those, but I couldn't watch the thing. But I didn't know she was in there too. But yeah, Eva Green is fantastic, says Zachary. So these are my top choices. We go down the list. Eva Green and Katie McGrath. Oh, Becky in the chat saying the same thing. I didn't see that. Kate Beckinsale. Interesting. Kate Beckinsale as Bellatrix Lestrange. I don't see it. She might be. I don't know. She's a great actress or actor, but I don't see Kate. Margaret Qualley? Who is that? Margaret. Wait. Oh, Qualley. There we go. I see it. The eyes for sure. What is she known for? She's young. Wait, how old is Bellatrix Lestrange? She's around serious in them age, right? 44 to 45. Okay, she's a little older. So she might be too young. Underworld, she was in Underworld. I forgot about that. Merlin with Kevin Costner. Ooh, I haven't seen that one. Kate played Selena. Yeah, I forgot about that, Becky. I forgot about that. She might be too young. But all the professors are very young though. All the actors they got to play the professors are already young, but I don't know. I feel like she might be too young. I see it though. I definitely see it. No. Well, Anne Hathaway. She's not a Brit though. All the people they have so far are Brits except John Lithgow. Eva Green's the exact age of Bellatrix Lestrange. Yo, Eva Green, bro. Nice. I popped in to see the new Bella. Oh no, we're taking in suggestions. Quali is known indie type comedies. Okay, she could, but she's not a Brit, so I'm passing. Jesse says Eva Green would be awesome. Not gonna lie, although I like her as Wahlberga and her screaming portrait as well. Maybe even Narcissa. Yeah, Eva could play Narcissa. Because she seems like she'd be good as her too. Eva can play anybody. Olivia Cook. What is she known for? Olivia. What is it? I spell that wrong. Cook. I said Kirk. Cook. Nah, no. Ready Player One. No. She seems too young. Yeah, she's 32. Yeah, it's the same problem with the other girl. I think they're too young. She was great in Ready Player One, though. Daisy Head? Hope Cillian Murphy is Lord Voldemort. I'm going to get to that, Frosty. I want to get to that. Katie McGrath is early 40s. Cook is House of Dragon. Okay. Keira Knightley. Keira Knightley should be Umbridge. Wait. How old is Umbridge? Mid to late 40s, so around the same age as Bellatrix. Keira Knightley would be interesting. Keira Knightley would be interesting. I don't know where to put her though. Keira Knightley would be I know she is Umbridge, Harley, in the audiobooks. I know that. Olivia Colman is my top pick for Umbridge. Olivia Colman? Oh, yeah. She's perfect. Yeah, she's perfect. Ruth Wilson? They're throwing out names I don't know anything about. What is she known for? Television, theater, The Affair, Alice Morgan, and Luther. Wait, Luther, Down Cemetery, The Affair. So these are British TV shows. It doesn't scream it, but I can see it. Aubrey Plaza, yes. But she's not a Brit, though. But yeah, Aubrey Plaza, yes. That's Katie McGrath. Ruth Wilson's a good shout out. I second Coleman for Umbridge, says Captain Cactus. Yeah. And another Keira Knightley. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Eva Green, Katie McGrath. Aubrey Plaza, honorable mention. Because we already know she can play the crazy. We already know that. So, yeah, I'm down for that. I hope we find out soon. That's the thing. I hope we find out soon. Because, like, they should be wrapping up shooting, or wrapping up with shooting. And so, I hope we get more cast stuff. I saw a nomination for Michelle Gomez. She does Unhinged very well. Yeah. She's also, like, not a Brit. I think they're trying to stick with the whole Brit thing, which I'm okay with. Of course, she's our Professor McGonagall, the audiobooks. I mean, obviously, yes, you know. Yeah. What's up, Mr. Meowndes? So, yeah, if you guys watching on replay, make sure you put in your nominations for the actor who could play, who you like to say play Bellatrix Lestrange. But speaking of actors, Frosty brought it up. I think this is a leak or just misinformation, but this video is funny. We have Ralph Fiennes, the previous person who played Voldemort, in an interview, and he says he thought, I'll just show it to you. I'll turn the music off and I'll turn the volume up. What was that? That was a weird noise. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I think it was too loud. Sounded like bagpipes. I hit play and they didn't like that. So let's try that again. Okay. Sorry, guys. So I think I turned the sound up too high, maybe. Perish. Sound confers XpectoGO actually. All right. So again, this is an interview of Ralph Fiennes, the previous actor of Voldemort, talking about apparently the new Voldemort. And this is what Ralph, hopefully nothing happens with the sound again, had to say.
Who do you think should fill your shoes for Voldemort in the upcoming HBO?
Well, I'm told they're already filled, aren't they?
Who do you think it should be? If anyone could do Voldemort the way that you did
I've already
Voldemort.
said I think Cillian Murphy's very good. Very good choice. And I think they've cast him, haven't they?
I hope so. I love Cillian Murphy. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I thought they had.
I'm just a muggle. How would I know?
Great response. Great response.
I should not have said that.
Who do you think should fill
So, I don't want to turn it too high up because the audio is
your
like
shoes
crazy.
for Voldemort in
But
the upcoming HBO?
he
They're already
thought,
filled, aren't they?
Who do you think it should be? If anyone could do Voldemort the way that you did
I've already
Voldemort.
said I think Cillian Murphy's very good. Very good choice. And I think they've cast him, haven't they?
I hope so. I love Cillian Murphy. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I thought they had.
I'm just a muggle. How would I know?
Just a
I'm just a muggle.
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
so a lot of people are going off of this. As it, like, just to be clear, I don't think Ralph Fiennes knows anything regarding the TV show. He would not know the ins and outs. So, just to be clear, I don't think this is a nod to Cillian Murphy confirmed based off this interview. But, since a lot of people are running with it, I thought we'd have some fun with it. Because I mean, obviously Cillian Murphy would be huge. But I I don't think he'd do it. I honestly don't think he'd do it. And I think they already talked to him already or asked him about it. He may be trolling us on purpose. Killian, I don't know. I thought Killian said he would not. Yeah, that's what I thought, Cindy. That's what I thought. So going off of that, I was like, I don't think he'd do it. Highguard, low defense. I feel bad for AJ. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. So I don't think this points to, again, a confirmation of Killian or Cillian or however you want to pronounce it, Murphy, being cast as Voldemort. I was hoping Ralph Fiennes would come back, honestly. But they probably got somebody different. It's funny, they haven't announced Voldemort yet. They haven't announced a lot of people still. So, yeah. But a lot of people have run with this. I've seen a lot of Harry Potter content creators on Instagram, YouTube run with this. And I'm not mad at it. It's just, that's low-hanging fruit, in my opinion. Needs to suit back up. Yeah. I think Ralph needs to come back. Because he would be the same age. Around the same age. Yeah, 63. '71, yeah. He's a lot closer to the real age of Voldemort now than he was, 20 years ago. He's a lot closer to the age. I still need to announce peace. I hope my boy gets it. I hope my boy gets it. It would be amazing if he came back. But yeah, AJ Draws was good. We're going to talk about Highguard like in 5 minutes. But yeah, I hope they bring, what's his name? The voice actor that played Peeves. Because Peeves has to be animated. Like, he has to be, or CGI. Unless you do like the ghost thing they did from back in the Star Wars movies. But I think Peeves has to be. See, Michael Keaton as Peeves. Oh my gosh, people juice. I'm going to guess they'll hire someone in their 50s to do it since the show has spanned 10 years. Yeah. I mean, I'm still worried about John Lithgow because he's in his 70s. Yes, Jason. Yes, Jason. Cindy. Thank you. I interviewed him and I forgot his first name. I know. I see his face. I'd second and third Jason Anthony. Yeah. He needs to be Peeves. Like, we need to start a hashtag on social media. Hashtag Jason Anthony for Peeves. So, yeah. But one of the last bit of news before we get into some of the Highguard and Hogwarts Legacy MMO content was something Becky put in the where is it? I'm looking for it in Discord. Something Becky put out in Discord. Also, if you guys aren't already, be sure to join Discord. Link should be in the description, should work. So check it out. Was it Great Hall? I think it was Great Hall. No, it was Hogwarts Legacy Channel General. Yes, this one. Okay. So, we know, but never heard John Lithgow do an English accent. Let's hope he rocks it. AJ Draws, check out. There's a couple of clips. Hold on. he has a great one. He has a great one. He has a very good one. What was the thing he was in? What was the show? Conclave? No, that's not the one. Oh, these are movies. I need TV show. Oh, it shows. Okay. The Crown. The Crown. The Crown. The Crown. Check out scenes from The Crown with him, because he plays Winston Churchill, and he kills it. He kills it. And he's in a stage play over across the pond in the UK, where he also has a British accent, and he kills it. So that was my first question, AJ. But yeah, The Crown, he kills it in the stage play, which he was nominated for their version of the Oscars, but for stage play, he was nominated alongside the actor who plays Severus Snape, by the way. I think it was like early this year. But anyway, where is the Discord? On the Reddit Hogwarts Legacy Gaming subreddit, somebody found a clip and a conversation between Jason Anthony, who I think should be Peeves, who voiced not only Peeves, but the Sorting Hat and Nearly Headless Nick and so many other characters. But somebody wrote in, will there be a Hogwarts Legacy 2, please? And Jason Anthony just says yes. Now, he would know because he was in it in the first one, and if they're continuing the same story, then he would obviously be back as Peeves and any of the other memorable characters he voiced. It was a little over, like 10 maybe, that he voiced, and so definitely he would know. Definitely he would have shared his talents for the sequel, and so yeah. But this is like the first, yes, Hogwarts Legacy 2 is happening. Outside of the official statement we got from Warner Brothers CFO, I believe, in 2024, regarding the sequel, where they said they're focusing, the sequel is a focus for WB and WB Games, and it's further down the further ways down, or whatever is the word I believe they used, or the phrase they used. So outside of that, we really haven't gotten anything that's saying, yes, Hogwarts Legacy 2 is in development, outside of the job listings, and that quote. So it's cool to see something small like this, somebody like Jason Anthony kind of just, hey, yeah, it's happening. Don't worry about it. In due time, but it's definitely happening. So yeah, we're set then. Yeah, exactly. Let me see. Just looked Jason Anthony up, didn't realize he was Headless Nick in Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, DeCourcy. Yeah. Reaper of Aces. Hello. Happy Wizarding Wednesday. Welcome. But anyway, yeah. This was a nice little bit of news to find out and see. So shout out to Jason Anthony. Hopefully he didn't break NDA and get in trouble. There's no details or anything. He just says yes with a thumbs up and a smiley face. So take that information and run with it as you will. But shout out to Becky for sharing that in the Discord for sure. So I can't wait for Hogwarts Legacy 2, bro. I can't wait. I've been waiting for this thing. So, but anyway, we need to talk about Highguard. We need to talk about Highguard and the Hogwarts Legacy MMO and what they should not do. The Hogwarts Legacy MMO cannot make these mistakes. And I'm going to go down a list of them. And if you guys have any mistakes that you think they shouldn't do based off of not only Highguard, but what we've learned over the years, Cindy, with the Final Fantasy Victory 2s. I love that, dude. Final Fantasy is my favorite game. But what we've learned as Harry Potter gamers all the way back from Harry Potter, what is it? Hogwarts Mystery, up to now with, what was the newest Harry Potter game? Is it still Quidditch Champions? So we're gonna talk about that. What is Highguard? I'm glad you asked, because we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. But first, we're gonna hear a word from our sponsor. So let me get Yo's and Clutches in the chat right quick, and then we're gonna get right into the news from our sponsor and talk about Highguard in the Hogwarts Legacy MMO and what I think they should learn from it. So, my God. With the Yo's, sprinkling the Yo's and the Clutches. Oh my gosh. Let me write this down. Boom, boom, boom. Becky coming in as well. Amelia with the Clutches. Cindy holding it down over on Twitch. All right, let me see. Let me find the ad. Corsi Lauren. All right, let's do it. Excuse me. Here, shout out to Razer and their new controller and headset, which I'm wearing right now. Check it out. Does the Raiju V3 Pro controller and the Black Shark V3 Pro headset offer the best PlayStation 5 gaming experience? Let's start with the Raiju V3 Pro, Razer's wireless esports pro controller, officially licensed for the PlayStation 5 and even PC, offering out of the box a high quality carrying case, screwdriver, 2 swappable thumbsticks, and a 2mm USB-C type cable. And after about 2 weeks with the Razer Raiju V3 Pro controller, I can say with confidence this is the best PS5 Pro controller on the market, and that's thanks to features like it's symmetrical TMR thumbsticks boasting the best, most precise anti-drift controls on the market. Clutch. Razer's Pro Hyper triggers for lightning fast mouse click triggers with instant response. Clutch. Razer's PBT action buttons and 8-way floating D-pad for ultra fast responses. Clutch. Razer's Hyperspeed wireless offering lag-free esports grade performance. Clutch. Plus, 4 removable mouse click back buttons and 2 claw grips bumpers, totaling in 6 remappable buttons for ultimate customization options. Clutch. But with the best controller for the PS5, you gotta have the best headset for the PS5. That's where the Razer Black Shark V3 Pro headset comes in. It's a flexible and durable headset, and with its hardware features of 15-degree swivel joints and Razer's ultra soft dual layered memory foam cushions, what makes the Black Shark V3 Pro shine are actually its software features, like Razer's hyper clear super wideband mic, allowing for pro level voice clarity and details. Razer's hybrid active noise cancellation, offering extreme focus and 0 distractions. Razer's hyperspeed wireless technology, delivering 4 modes of connectivity for near instantaneous audio as low as 10 milliseconds. A 70-hour battery life with Type-C fast charging. And thanks to the Pro settings, the Black Shark V3 Pro is the top choice for esports pros, PC games, and Tom's Guide. Having never owned or experienced such high-end gaming hardware before, I can honestly say Razer has given me one of the best gaming experiences playing on the PS5, which is, clutch. So if you're interested in the Raiju V3 Pro controller and or the Black Shark V3 Pro headset from Razer, check out our Razer and Amazon affiliate links in the description below. And while you're down there, comment your most memorable gaming experience. And shout out to Razer for sponsoring today's video. And again, shout out.
Play dancing for 0 bits.
Yeah, shout out to Razer. They sent us the items to review and check out, and I shared with the Patronus Squad, but they loved it. They loved the clutch and the Yo specifically. So shout out to you guys, Wizarding Wednesday crew, for being so receptive to the Yos and the clutches. The rep over at Razer, wants the original file. So I sent them the original file. They want to use it on their social media. They said they have like 7 million people following them across some of their socials and everything like that and stuff. And we'll tag you and we'll name you. Really appreciate blah, 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 blah. So pretty cool opportunity. And obviously I'll be looking to collab some more. So I've been part of the program for a minute, but it's cool to see the reception, and it's all thanks to you guys. I keep doing the clutch stuff because you guys love it. So I'm glad you liked it. So anyway, shout out to Razer and the Raiju V3 Pro controller and the Black Shark V3 Pro headset, which I'm listening to right now. So they love me. Yes, they do love me. They love your catchphrases. Yes, you guys love it. So, but let's get into this. So for those of you guys unaware, Avalanche Software, the creators of Hogwarts Legacy, they are working on, and I quote, multiple games. And this was announced March of 2025. And myself and other fellow Hogwarts Legacy content creators covered it, and we weren't sure what it was until we found who the game director is, and his name is Jared Burbach, and he's the game director. And throughout the entire year, this year, 2026 of March, it will be a year since they announced multiple games, and at least hiring for this specific game. Outside of obviously working on Hogwarts Legacy 2, which I think they're very close to giving us a trailer for. Check out the video in the channel. The other game is an online multiplayer RPG. At least that's what the job description has been stating when it comes to the roles for this game. And so we've been covering it on and off once we get information and stuff, but a lot of companies, and specifically game journalists, and i.e. thus game content creators, have taken what the game journalists are saying, which is false, and reported it as true on their platforms. And so we've been trying to put stuff out and kind of just like, hey, this isn't true, this isn't right, blah 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 blah, you know, like pay attention, you know, like do your own research, you know, if you're good at what you're doing, so pay attention. And so again, it's an online multiplayer RPG, so I'm like, yo, let's go, we can play together in the Wizarding World. Same people who make Hogwarts Legacy just sold 40 million units. I'm down. Like, sign me up. MMO as well. I think they haven't said. I think based off the hiring and the people they brought in, I think it's a MMO. New information has kind of steered me away from that, but we'll get to that. But again, here's the game director, Jared Burbach. His statement, or his this is an old one. But he's game director at WB Avalanche on a new title. Riot / Bungie, former lead game director on League of Legends, Wild Rift. So he's kind of running the show. And his experience, especially just overall as game director and as a lot of the roles he's had in the past, I'm like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. He knows how to put together a team. And a couple of weeks ago, we went over who they brought in regards to the team. I even did it in a video recently. I want to say a week or two ago. We got a lot of people with experience. One of my favorite ones right here, Colin Volrath, who's the lead world designer, coming from Blizzard, worked on World of Warcraft and a MMO, Legacy, Steel and Sorcery. I showed you guys footage of that. So I'm excited about this. I'm really excited. And what had me take a step back was this new game that dropped called Highguard. So some of you guys who might not know, on their official website, Highguard, It says Highguard is an all-new PvP raid shooter. Highguard is a PvP raid shooter where players will ride, fight, and do a lot of stuff. So, it's a first-person shooter. That's just what it is. First-person shooter. You get some of the footage here, some of the gameplay and stuff, and it's new. It just dropped Monday. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up as Hogwarts Legacy MMO, the game we just talked about, can't make the same mistakes Highguard did because it is currently not doing so well. Let's go here. So Monday, it had an all-time peak of 97,000 people playing the game. In just 2 days, it is now at 11,724. About 2,000, a little under 2,000 less than what it was 24 hours ago. And you see the steep drop off right now. Now, weekend, it could come up and it could have something, whatever. Me personally, as a person who's played the game, I'm looking forward to playing, hopefully with Mario over at Friggin' Mario on Twitch tomorrow. I'm enjoying the game. It is a free-to-play game, so feel free to download it, check it out, and test for yourself. Don't just go off of the reactions and stuff. Now, if hero shooters or just first-person shooters aren't your thing in general, I wouldn't worry about it. But if you're into stuff like that, if you're an ex-COD player from back in the day, or even Fortnite right now, check it out. It's free to play. Come up with your own decision. But this steep decline has me just worried. And then I started thinking about the Hogwarts Legacy MMO, and then I started thinking about all the live service games from WB. So if we did this game, all-time peak was only at 13,000. Now, this was, 2 years ago when it dropped in February of 2024. And now it's at, 300. That's a WB Games property. What is it? Multiverses. I'll see if it has that information. Multiverses had popped off 3 to 5 years ago. And now, boom. Yes, it's on PS5. It's on PS5. PS5, Xbox, and PC. Highguard. James, so glad I could catch you live. It's been a while. Yo, what's up, Maddie? Happy Wednesday. Wingardium. You're an idiot, AJ. But Multiverse is another WB Games property with live service aspirations. Started off strong. At least before they closed it, because this was during the beta, I think, when they had this high peak. And obviously, it's not that long ago. It's, non-existent. And the one that's near and dear to us, Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. With an overall peak, it was about 6,500. And this was 16 months ago, so a little over a year ago. And now it's at 17 players. So, long story short, when you hear about a game being developed that has live service aspirations, always in the back of your mind, you have to realize this game has to last. It has to last. And not last in regards to just remain on. It has to last in regards to player retention, excitement. It has to, or it's going to die out. People are going to lose jobs. It's the case with Multiverses and Kill the Justice League. People at Rocksteady lost their jobs. They made the team small. People got fired. Multiverses, I forgot the name of the studio. They just shut that studio down. WB did. And who are the name of the studio developers who are doing this? I forgot their names, but haven't heard anything happening with them. And as a person who started their channel with a live service mobile game, Harry Potter Wizards Unite, being flown out to the launch premiere in LA, to having an NDA and working closely alongside the community manager and putting out information and news and updates for 2.5 years strong, building a community that I just love and still remain, to have the rug pulled from under us after 2.5 years, almost 3 years, sucks. And don't get it twisted. A lot of us here who've been here since 2018, 2019 still have PTSD when it comes to Wizarding World online games. Like, we just do, because we've seen 2 games pulled from us recently, with Wizards Unite and obviously Magic Awaken, at least in this area. A lot of us still play on different servers, so we're able to communicate and link up there. Nobody's playing Quidditch Champions. It's scary when you do live service, because the money looks good. From a business standpoint, the money looks good. Continuous revenue. WB had said in the past they want to focus on live service. They want to focus on always on mobile type games. So when I heard that this Hogwarts Legacy MMO online multiplayer RPG was coming, this made a lot of sense. Granted, it's coming from Avalanche, so I'm even more excited, and I'm still very excited. But I have to be real also, and keep in the back of my mind the downfall that could happen with a live service game, especially with just the overall reaction to the word live service. And these were the mistakes come in when it comes to Highguard, which I brought up earlier. A lot of people talk about it's bad. It's bad. Somebody pointed out that it's bad when Highguard removed from the creators of Apex and Titanfall from their description. So this was the original description on Steam for Highguard from the creators of Apex Legends and Titanfall. Great games, by the way. And now Highguard, PvP raid shooter. It's bad, bro. Like, it's just, whether the game, I like the game. I like the game. I think it's fun. It definitely has its drawbacks. I think it's too big. I wish it was like a 5v5. But I have fun with it. I can't wait to play with Mario, hopefully tomorrow. But it's the players, man. And so many journalists, and we went through it with Hogwarts Legacy. So many journalists already either had their thoughts on the game before it released, positive or negative, and then thoughts on the game after release, positive and negative. But shoo or poo the players' thoughts on the game based off of how long they played it on Steam, or based off of the opinions of a minority. And when I see these game journalists, when I see even some of the developers, as a content creator, I love making theory videos. I love breaking down lore. Sadly, that doesn't work on the channel. I don't get views from it. I don't. So I either put in all this work into stuff that I love to do, and like get nothing from it, get no views, get no money, get no ad revenue, or I adapt to my audience or the algorithm and make something that people enjoy. News videos, update videos, breakdown videos, and I'll sprinkle in lore with Wizarding Wednesday. So I found a way for me to do something I love with lore, deep dives on Wednesdays live. I can still do that while also maintaining stuff that I know you guys want to see, our audience wants to see, which is reaction videos, news videos, update videos, breakdown videos. As a company, as a YouTuber, I understand I have to react to my player base. I have to react to my fans. I have to react to the algorithm. I have to react to the people who watch. Because if more people watch it, the more ad revenue I get and the more money I'm able to get so I can pay for my kids to go to a private school or do what I need to do here. Avalanche Software, the team for the Hogwarts Legacy MMO. Do not make the mistake that Highguard made, with one being shoo-shooing or poo-pooing the players' thoughts, the players' feelings. You made a passion project. The team Wild Rift, I believe, is where they're from, or the developers. Let me make sure I get that right. Wild Light. I'm sorry, Wild Light is the developers of Highguard. They came from Remedy, the guys who made Titanfall, obviously Apex Legends. They were working on this game, and they were going to shadow drop it. But a couple of the devs have come out and kind of just be like, kind of poo-pooing what a lot of people are saying. And if I'm in their shoes, I'm listening. Good or bad, I'm listening. And that was something Chandler did very well. Even having talked to him when I got to visit the studio, Avalanche Software, like his desk is a bunch of tabs and it's all social media stuff. And he just reads social media. He's on Reddit reading all this stuff. Good or bad. He's on X reading all this stuff. Good or bad. Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. He's reading all of it. Comments on videos that they've posted. He's and that's why Chandler was so good, because he had his ear to the ground and he was paying attention. And I think as a company, Avalanche Software, do not do what Highguard did and not listen to your player base. You love the product. Obviously, you wouldn't put out a product you're not proud of. That's fine. Now it's time to adapt. So moving forward, Avalanche Software and the MMO team, listen to the player base. Read our comments of the videos. Check out the Reddits. Pay attention to that. That's step one. That's the big one right there. Number 2, you're going to go uphill, because the word live service is a bad word right now. Has been for years, but live service is a bad word right now. Highguard, when you look at the gameplay, for Highguard, it looks like every other thing. People have compared it to Overwatch because it reminds them of Overwatch. People have compared it to Apex because it reminds them of Apex. People have compared it to League of Legends because it reminds them of League of Legends. And honestly, I see a little bit of all of that. The Battle Royale loot shooting, looking for stuff like in Fortnite, Call of Duty, all of that. And I feel like this game is an amalgamation of all of that. But it's live service. You're going up it's an uphill battle just because it's live service. People are tired of it. Because now you have to deal with, let's take my kids for example. They play Pokemon and they'll play Fortnite, right? It takes up a good majority of the time. One of them is a live service game. Pokemon is too if you want to play against other people, right? Your game has to pull people from a game that they've invested time and money in. You have to do that. So you're not only going uphill when it comes to just live service in general, you're also going uphill and dealing with people who've already committed to new games. Arc Raiders, the newest one right now. Battlefield 6, which had a huge drop off recently, but Marvel Rivals. You have to compete with all of these now. You have to, if you're making a live service, because the money looks good. But can you get that player base to pull from that? So that's number 2. You got an uphill battle. Don't make the mistake and make yourself look like everything else. You have to be original. You have to be original. Not necessarily saying not like anything else, but there has to be some originality in it, and it has to have some form of, okay, when I think of Hogwarts Legacy MMO, I think of this. Hogwarts Legacy MMO, put them next to Final Fantasy Online, 14 Online, Elder Scrolls Online, D&D Online, World of Warcraft. Put them all next to each other. How does your game stand out? You have to come with that because people are tired of live service and it all looks the same. Speaking of look the same, number 3. Art direction. Art direction is huge. Quidditch Champions. I will say this, and Retro and myself, we all agreed, and a lot of people agreed. Quidditch Champions. A lot of people, when they first saw it, when they first heard about it, they were like, ooh, a Quidditch game. And then they saw the art direction, and a lot of people got annoyed. A lot of people got annoyed because of the art direction. They're like, oh, it doesn't look like Hogwarts Legacy. It looks like Fortnite. Like, these were the comments I would get in my videos when I would break down and talk about Quidditch Champions. Like, this is the stuff I would get. Art direction for your MMO, it has to have something that stands out. Because again, you're dealing with people who have preconceived notions when it comes to this type of art style, when it comes to live service now, and when it comes to just overall gaming. You have to deal with this now. If it's not Hogwarts Legacy, you're going to have people who are not going to want to deal with it. Don't make the same mistake Highguard did with art direction and make it look like a generic hero shooter. Highguard looks like every other game. Apex, Overwatch, everything. Looks exactly like. People had comparisons. Even some of the characters and their powers were similar to that of other games and their characters. Like, similar. You can't have that. You can't have that for the MMO. Don't like the art style in Quidditch Champions killed the immersion. Yeah. It's too cartoony. No reason to make it more realistic. We want imagine ourselves as a player. Yeah. Now, obviously, that's harder to do with a online multiplayer game. There's going to have to be some immersion breaking art direction styles. But like, that's something you're going to have to deal with. That's a criticism you're going to have to deal with. Quidditch Champions did it. Especially after the success of Hogwarts Legacy. Any Harry Potter game coming out after, right, like as of now, has to deal with Hogwarts Legacy. They have to. I'm listening, I'm reading, I'm watching the comment sections. I'm reading posts online. I'm not saying they're all right, but this is a reality you have to deal with as a developer. And Highguard did not take that into account because their characters look exactly like characters from Overwatch, Apex. Exactly. Same armor, same abilities, everything. Time check. Thank you, Rita. It should lean into the whimsical side of Harry Potter. That's what makes it unique. Now, for me, when it comes to art direction for the MMO, I think if they just own it like a Fable did back in the day, it's going to be whimsical. This is the Wizarding World. This is how it's going to look. If they own it and like break down why it looks like that, you're in the clear. Because just perception is reality. I don't care what anybody says. Perception is reality. A perception about your game is someone's reality. It's your job as a that's why they pay Eric Martin the big bucks as marketing director. It's your job to show them what you're presenting, knowing the expectations, knowing the reputation when it comes to a live service, when it comes to an MMO, when it comes to a Harry Potter game, when it comes to all of those things with monetization. Show them and combat that narrative. And art direction is a big one. Easy. Make us play through unique challenges in order to earn our wand. House Patronus, don't do the sorting. Make us do a challenge in our minds. Dialogue, combat, investigate. Yep. I may boot up Quidditch Champions and play that tonight. I played it this weekend actually. It's not that bad on PS5 finding people to play with. At least I didn't. Have Forbidden Forest excursions, dungeons every week. Yeah. Like what this MMO has going for it right now is the Harry Potter IP. The Harry Potter IP. That's what it has going for it right now. So that's what is that? 3 or 4 art direction. One of the bigger ones for me is marketing. One of the bigger ones for me is marketing. Going back to Highguard, don't make the same mistakes. Highguard was going to shadow drop, if you guys didn't know. They announced it at the Game Awards in December. What was that? December 9th or 11th. It was the final reveal at the Game Awards, and it was not well received because, again, artistically, it looked like Apex and other things, and Overwatch, another hero shooter. So you're like, lol, like what? And the way Jeff Keighley was like hyping it up, he was saying this is going to change the hero shooter genre and all these other things. It didn't. And after the Game Awards, it was silent. Like nothing. Nobody said anything. Like there were memes, people saying, is this game going to come out? Because nobody knew if it was still going to come out. We didn't hear anything for over a month. And then almost a week later, we heard they're doing an LA launch event, and then the game's coming out on this past Monday. So marketing, Hogwarts Legacy MMO. Do not make the same mistake Highguard did. Be consistent with your marketing. Luckily, you still have Eric Martin in the building, who killed it when it came to the marketing for Hogwarts Legacy. And I'll give you guys examples of how Eric killed it and his team. A lot of people, for example, after seeing the reveal trailer in September 2020 at this PlayStation Showcase, there's a lot of questions. What type of game would this be? Like, okay, we got the trailer, but we haven't seen gameplay. So the first official thing we saw 2 years later in 2022, March of 2022, gameplay. And not just like a 2-3 minute gameplay. This thing was like 10-12 minutes, breaking down every aspect of the game just about. They listened. And then they did a behind the scenes the same day of the State of Play, talking about the people who made the game, what they put into it, their thought process, all of that. We got all the information we needed. But guess what? They weren't done. They saw people, a lot of people were talking about Avada Kedavra, right? And they were like, oh man, you could do Avada Kedavra. I want to be bad. I want to be good. Because a lot of it, what we saw were like, ooh, there's going to be choices in the matter. And they teased that, especially in a lot of the write-ups. Next thing we got was the Sebastian Sallow Dark Legacy trailer. Because they knew people wanted to see choices. And they wanted to see people be, they wanted to see your character be bad. So we got the Dark Legacy Sebastian Sallow trailer. Because they listened. And the marketing was on point. Outside of the slow drips of the ASMR videos. That would just boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Then going into the Haunted Hogsmeade Shop trailer, which happened when I arrived at Salt Lake City to film the gameplay showcase. And then they did the gameplay showcase. And the first thing they did, the first features they focused on, character creator, classrooms, Hogwarts itself, and combat. Because those were the three big things people wanted to know. Character creator, how it would look, creating your character and putting yourself in there is your story. Hogwarts itself, because everybody wanted an excuse to go to Hogwarts, and combat. The marketing, I cannot express. The marketing for Hogwarts Legacy, just check, 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 check. They understood the pulse of the community. They understood what the community was looking for. They understood what they could bring and share. And they brought in a YouTuber who had less than like 10,000 subscribers, me, to talk for the first gameplay showcase. Who does that? Nobody. You get like a Shroud or a Tim the Tatman or any other big, content creator or streamer. You don't get me. But they paid attention. They understood the process. They knew we would do Wizarding Wednesday live streams, which is what we're doing now. And they saw I was talking to people. They said Wizarding Wednesday live stream was a good indicator of like, hey, let's try James over at XpectoGO. Outside of what they'd heard from me working with WB Games and Wizards Unite and other stuff, which Eric told me. They understood the process. DC also allowed you to be good in Justice League. Yep. DC Universe Online. Yep. So marketing. Hogwarts Legacy MMO, online, whatever you want to call yourselves. Market the mess out of this game, but market in a way where we want to see what you're going to present. If people are talking about stuff in the comment sections of videos, in Reddit subreddits, threads, on X, making posts, pay attention to it, come up with something that they want to see. Don't do like Highguard and go quiet for a month after you did your huge reveal. Don't shadow drop this. Please don't shadow drop this. Because even with Quidditch Champions, it was the same thing. We got information about Quidditch Champions coming out. After the initial trailer, like a year ago, they were silent. And then that was the summer of 2024. At the gameplay at the Summer Games Fest, they revealed the trailer and a release date in June. And the release date is for September. So they only had July, August to market it. Which, to me, I said it back then, and I still stick by this. They didn't believe in the game. Because how are you going to do a reveal trailer in June and release the game in September? Like, they didn't believe in the game. That's my opinion. Because the marketing was so bad for Quidditch Champions. It was so bad. So bad. How do you not work with content creators? How does me, Retro Ben, not get any information at all? Like, we hit them up. We're like, hey, you want to give us some early information so we can give it to our audience? Like, the Hogwarts Legacy audience should carry over to Quidditch Champions. They did none of that. None of that. They eventually did it once we got closer to release. We would get information and stuff, but by then, like, we were hyping it up ourselves. We were doing our own thing. Retro got like 100,000 on a live stream when we first streamed the game. I got like over 40,000 from a live stream. 40,000 views from a live stream. We were handling it, and it was the same with the mods. We would have so many of the mod devs come out and stuff, but guess what? With Hogwarts Legacy mods and stuff, they worked with the creators. They worked with the mod creators and content creators. CurseForge was also paying them and helping them with the marketing and stuff. Like, so please, Hogwarts Legacy MMO, you don't have to work with me. You can work with any content creator, Potter Collector, I Am Black Harry, anybody. But please, please have a marketing plan and understand what we as a community is looking for when it comes to your game. Because Highguard did not do that. Highguard should have delayed. Yes. Because it's still not cooked. It's still not cooked. Like, it still has, they've put out like 2 patches in the past 3 days. Oh, I'm sorry. They're putting out a patch tomorrow. So they would put out 2 patches in the past 4 days. Yeah, it was still being, and the thing is, what sucks is the developers, they're great. They're talented. It's a 60-man team, I believe, over at Wildlight. And I enjoy the game. But it does not matter. It does not matter if James enjoys the game or if Mario over at Friggin' Mario enjoys the game. When your player count drops from 97,000, and the only reason it was that high because people were interested in this game that we heard nothing about, and it's at 2 days later, it's at 11,000 concurrent players on Steam. And I know they have a roadmap, they have a plan for the entire year, but come on, bro. Like, and the thing is, a counter to what Highguard did was, to me, in my opinion, Expedition 33. Because when you heard a new studio, just like Wildlight, who made Highguard, Sandfall, a new studio who made Expedition 33, so they're similar there, made a game similar to like Final Fantasy, just like Wildlight made a game, Highguard, that's similar to Apex and Overwatch. But Highguard looks like every other game, and Clair Obscur does not. And a feature they brought in, because a lot of people were poo-pooing with Expedition 33, turn-based combat. Everybody hated Final Fantasy, who invented it, what a lot of people will say, went away from turn-based combat. I was upset about it, but they went away from it because they said people were complaining about it. Expedition 33 was like, we're doing it because Final Fantasy is their inspiration, and we're going to have it in our game, and we're going to not only embrace it, we're going to have a way where you can dodge also by tapping buttons as well. That's how you do something that everybody knows about, that everybody's familiar with, that everybody has seen before, but add something new to it and add something original and unique. That's how you do that. And again, Highguard and Expedition 33, 2 new studios, 2 types of games that a lot of people have seen over the past couple of years. And one looks like every other game. The other one does not, and definitely does not play like every other game in their genre. That's how you do it. On top of just telling a good story. Hey, Barbara, welcome. Wizarding World Online. Step into a world where magic isn't just learned, it's lived. Ooh, bars. I like that, Harley. So, yeah. Anyway. I hope they... I hope they learn this lesson. I hope they learn this lesson. I hope Highguard is in the back of their heads when they're making every little aspect of this Hogwarts Legacy MMO, Wizarding World MMO, Wizarding World Online, Hogwarts Legacy Online. I hope Highguard is in the back of their heads because, geez Louise, you can learn a lot from that. Magic Awaken the... Bro, honestly, yo, yeah, mech, yeah. Basically, when do you think Hogwarts Legacy 2 is coming, but have confidence that it will be as good as the first or even better? Audie Boy. Oh, Theus Ineffable. Oh, yes, real quick. Let me ask this question. I think Hogwarts Legacy 2, the earliest will be released is holiday 2027, definitely 2028, anytime in that area. So that's what I think. So next year, holiday next year, which still like just under 2 years away. That's what I think. Because that would be what, 4.5 years from the original release of February 2023. Holiday 2027 is about 4.5 years. And that's around the time, I talked about this earlier, that's around the time it took for the it's usually 4.5, 5 years. Because like what Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man 2, that window was about 5 years, 2018, I think, to 2023. Same with Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order. It was about the 4 or 5 year mark. God of War Ragnarok and God of War 2018, about a 4 or 5 year mark there. So that's when I'm expecting stuff for Hogwarts Legacy 2 for sure. Got to go to bed now. Have a great rest of the live stream. Start to go, and good night, all you beautiful witches and wizards. AJ, same to you, bud. Same to you. Thanks for popping in. Hope you have a great Thursday. And stay safe. Always appreciate you. All right. So my tangent is done. I could have kept going. Real quick, before we get out of here. Do our new chocolate frogs. Oh God, I hope Newt is part of the new thing. I really do. So shout out to Joe Mack. He had commented on an old video of mine, and I guess he's using something from it. I don't know what he's using it for. But anyway, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. The video he had commented on or whatever was a 5-year-old Harry Potter Wizards Unite video, and I was like, oh man. And then I started watching like my old videos, specifically all my storied videos, and I was just like, bro, like I'm just gonna say I'm a good cinematographer, like, or videographer, whatever, however you want to call it. I like just some of these shots, bro. Like, just some of the shots I remember filming. But anyway, fast forward to the story. What's up, 5-year-old James? 5 years ago, James, back in the past. There's a part in this story. If you guys don't know the story of Wizards Unite, real quick, I don't even know how to explain it. Basically, we were the SOS task force. If you played the game, you were part of the SOS task force, and you were tasked with returning foundables who were affected by a confoundable spell. The spell affected any and everything in the wizarding world, and it would draw stuff from like in the past to the future and all this other stuff, but we would see stuff. So this was how they could get away with us seeing like old Harry or the Weasley twins or Albus Dumbledore, right? Like this was how they could narratively. This is how they would explain us capturing and like returning them back to their original time and everything. Just follow me on this, but we find out later on that this wasn't an accident. Initially, everybody thought this was an accident, and it went out to the Muggle world, and so the SOS Task Force statute of secrecy was broken, and Muggles were seeing these things, and so we were like, how did this happen? We find out there's a person behind it, and they put it on Grimm, but the Unforgivable, specifically a group of dark witches and wizards, a cabal, I'm sorry, of dark witches and wizards who were after power, just basically they were after power. And as the story goes, you start unraveling who's the leader of the Unforgivable and their role, and trying to reverse, how can we reverse this confoundable spell so Muggles aren't seeing magic in the world. So that's the long but short end of the story. But this cabal of dark witches and wizards, their leader, they're old, by the way. They've been around for a long time. And their leader had a code name, which was Theus and Lethifold, right? And the description of the Unforgivable, they were after power. They were after just magical power. And the confoundable spell was actually an ancient magic spell that was in a restricted book section in a library in Prague. That was a part of the Wizarding World, but it was ancient magic. Ancient magic. So they're after power. They use ancient magic to their means, right? So let's say the villain, because the Unforgivable, this group who were after power, who used ancient magic or after ancient magic, they were in high-ranking positions, very powerful positions. Not just in the Ministry of Magic, but other governments across the world. They were everywhere. That's where Hogwarts Legacy 2 comes in, because you guys have heard, if you've been following the channel, I think the next direction is the Ministry of Magic coming in and playing a pivotal role in regards to our ability to use ancient magic, whether to snuff it out or to utilize our abilities for whatever gain they want. And I had said just in a small video a while ago, what happens if one of the villains was tied to the Unforgivable? Again, a cabal of dark witches and wizards who've been around for a long time. And they're after power, ancient magic. That's us. We have that power. We have ancient magic. And their leader, his name was Theus and Lethifold. And what kind of adds merit to this is the meaning of this. If you look up the word Theus, it means God or divine, stemming from ancient Greek, and is found to name like Matthias, Matthew, or Theo as a surname. It also comes from German Dutch short forms. But if you look at also the root, meaning God, used in religious texts, Latin evolved to Theos, also meaning God. Names forms the basis for names like Theo, gift of God, or as a component in Matthias or Matthew. And this part right here, especially with the name, Theo, Theus, gift of God, there's religious aspects to it. But that's probably how you would explain it as a Muggle. As a witch or wizard in the wizarding world, stuff you can't explain you're like, oh, that's just magic. To muggles, it could be like a divine act of God or whatever, stuff like that. And what's so clutch about the leader of the Unforgivables, a dark witch of a cabal of dark witches and wizards, after power, and his name literally means God. I think, especially with the name Gift of God, Divine, and Ancient Magic, I think if we see a freaking Theus, if we see a person named Theus in Hogwarts Legacy 2 who works in the Ministry of Magic, the Unforgivable is real. And I say this is a possibility because this cabal of dark witches and wizards was also seen in another Harry Potter game that essentially they all connected, which was Hogwarts Mystery. They had a cabal of dark witches and wizards, and they were called R. They just named their groups R. But a lot of you guys who played Wizards Unite remember during the Brilliant event, in Halloween one with the mask and with the hands and all the stuff you see at Borgins and Burke's, Hogwarts Mystery was doing the same thing. And there's a lot of crossover between the two games narratively. There's a lot of crossover also in another game. Was it Fantastic Beasts, The Cases, or something like that? Because you had similar characters from that game also in Wizards Unite. And so Portkey Games, who makes the Wizards Unite or makes the Harry Potter games under the WB Games banner, have combined and used the same characters, used the same narrative, used the same groups before between different games. And they have that opportunity here with a game that is now canceled, Wizards Unite, and pulling narratively from that and apply it to Hogwarts Legacy 2. Because the game's not out anymore. So you can pull from it. And guess what? They already have. Sorry. Hogwarts Legacy has already pulled from Wizards Unite before with Sallow. Another name that originated in Wizards Unite. Obviously, Sebastian Sallow. That Sallow name did not exist in the wizarding world in any context or anything until Wizards Unite in 2019. So, all that to say, I think Hogwarts Legacy 2 should lean on the Unforgivable as a group who's working in high-ranking positions in government within the wizarding world, and one of the more powerful people, or the leader of the Unforgivable, this dark wizards cabal, is Theus. And I think that would be a great villain, because I would assume if he's after power, they would be after us, or wanting to get next to us, utilize us in some way, shape, or form, as they have been doing for a long time. Thanks for the time check, Cindy and Rita. And keep in mind, they've been here for a while too. And they use masks that transmit power. I got to do a separate video. It makes too much sense. You pulled Sallow from Wizards Unite. They already did it. They've already connected Wizards Unite with Hogwarts Legacy, just with the last name, Sebastian Sallow. They've already connected it. It's connected now. I know the end of Sebastian Sallow. I know how his story ends. He has a kid. He has a grandchild named Albert Sallow. I know how his story ends. Yeah, the wizards. Yeah, the Unforgivable were around for ages. Yeah. The mass transfer of knowledge. Exactly, Dumble Debbie. Yes. Transfer of knowledge and power. Bro, y'all don't, bro, I'm telling you. Like, I gotta watch my old videos now. I do have a PDF of the original story. So, shout out to Mark, aka Zielman. So I'll be going through that, but I might have to watch the videos. I don't remember the lore for Magic Awakens. Is there anything there that ties into Wizards Unite? I don't remember in either. I've been trying to find like old like story beats and stuff for it. And if any of you guys, Mech Parish or anybody who still plays, if you know any resource where we can get like the story for Magic Awakened, excuse me, because they always seem like one-offs each season. So there might not be a like through arching story, but I'll be interested to see if Magic Awakening has a similar through line as well. But anyway, let's do Chocolate Frogs. Let me get Chocolate Frog emotes in the chat right quick. But yeah, man, that's where your boy's at. Still want to copy all that dialogue since my phone quit playing. Denebula, did I not send it to you? DM me on Discord. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. But I'm telling you guys, like, especially for those who haven't played Wizards Unite, one of the best aspects of the game, outside of like being able to play with each other, like we would do Wizarding Wednesdays, and it would just be doing stuff in the game and play with Cindy and Steffe and Sig and everybody, right? Everybody. Rita, Josh, but also the strength wasn't just the community and being able to play together. A strength, which was surprising, was the story. They had some great writers, and I hope they're able to pull from that. When will you do our Secret Sin? Oh, shoot! I could do it this weekend. Because I have a package that I haven't opened yet. We can do it this weekend, especially if we're gonna be snowed in. I'll get with Hillary. I'm glad you said something, Anita. Yeah, I'll get with Hillary. I see you need to help relax. Maybe eating a bean. We will be bringing back bean words and stuff next week. First Wednesday in February. So be on the lookout. I gotta hit up Patronus Squad on words and other stuff I won't be able to say throughout the month, and the photo mode as well. XpectoGO mode, we'll be bringing that back. So anyway, let's get to the Chocolate Frogs and God, get your suggestions and guesses ready. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. All right. As usual, as we've been doing the past 3-4 weeks. If you guys didn't know, they have a new set of Chocolate Frogs released, where you can get the Golden Trio and possibly Newt, I hope, alongside the OG cards that we usually get: the Founders, Hangers of Woodcroft, Merlin, all of those. So we're gonna do both, because I think this is one of the last of the original packaging, and after this I think it's going to be all this packaging, so this might be retiring soon. But anyway, get your guesses in the chat. I'm hoping for a Newt and a Merlin. That's what I want. Also love the new audiobooks. Yes, yeah. The Prisoner of Azkaban just dropped a couple of weeks ago. Salazar Jacunda in honor of Sue. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Harry and Rowena, says DeCourcy. Amelia and someone from the Golden Trio says the Nebula. I'm guessing Devin Whitehorn and Ron Weasley, says Micah. Ron or any ginger again, says Miranda. Amelia forever, says Rita. Hermione, says Parrish. All right, let's do it. All right, we're going to go with the OG one. Ooh, short description. Please be a good one. 3. Another ginger stud. We've been on a roll. Yeah, there has been. This is from the original OG ones. 3, 2, 1. Wait, who is that? Oh, Beaumont. Margie Banks, Beaumont. Herbology, Beaumont. A pioneer of herbology and collector of many rare magical flowers, Beaumont Marjorie Banks is said to have discovered gillyweed, which we know Harry used thanks to Neville. Okay. We don't get a lot of Beaumonts. Should I just add the ginger stud for good luck? Yeah, everybody say ginger stud. Ginger stud or anything ginger. Or Jacunda. For Sue. Alright. Also a short description. 3. I need Merlin though. Merlin or Newt. Or I'll take the Golden Trail. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, we got her last. No, we didn't get her last time. Artemisia Lovesking in 1798 was the first witch to become Minister of Magic. Well, if that's not Sue, I don't know what is. Because Sue would definitely be the first minister, female woman minister of magic. So I'll say that's Sue. I need Merlin though. I need Merlin. I need Newt. I need Helga. I need some of them. So I think we either have one more of the old G packs, or we don't have any, and we're going to be strictly opening the new packs. So get ready. And of course, again, I'll be hitting up the Patronus Squad for photo mode ideas for each week in the month of February. And of course, Bean Word, since Jay so gracefully restocked my beans. Pretty much beans. So, but anyway, I opened my own frog too. Hey, got Dumbledore. Congrats, Micah. Let's go. But a lot of good things happening. I can't. Well, I told Patronus Squad in my in the mods, the friendos. But I'll tell you guys quickly. I did apply for the community manager job. So the application went through, sent it in. Now we just wait. Again, I'm telling everybody else, because I know you guys were like, I'm still getting comments from last Wednesday, and a lot of people are like, James, you should apply, blah 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 blah. So I applied. It's done. All right, it's done. I doubt I get it, because I've seen some of the people who applied as well on LinkedIn, but I applied. Thanks for your support and suggestions and encouragement. Really appreciate it. But yeah, if I get an interview, I think it would be pretty cool, but I don't think it's going to go any further than that. But thanks for the encouragement. Thanks for the love. I really appreciate it. It's cool seeing how other people view you, or others' perspective of you. And from what you guys have shared, it's in a positive light, which is humbling and encouraging. So thank you guys. So that being said, I'm not going to talk your ear off. You guys be safe. I got to get ready for this snowstorm that's going to hit us. If you're in the path, please take care of yourselves. Bunker down, get a lot of blankets if the power goes out, stock up on a lot of food. And if you're still in the snow, hope you guys are doing well. And hopefully I can connect with Mario. We'll do a live stream either tomorrow or sometime this weekend, play some Highguard. So yeah. Anyway, give us names of who we need to call to get you in. I was joking with the mods. I was like, I might have to use them as references, because I think Discord was a skill. And so we've had that Discord channel since like 2020, I want to say. And so, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But doing stuff like this has prepared me, or at least giving me a shot at something like that, which would be cool. But either way, I kind of like what I'm doing now. So, Again, love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Be well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Spread Lumos wherever you are, because especially nowadays, you never know who needs it. A lot of people need it nowadays. So if you're able to, mentally, physically, or spiritually able to do that for somebody in your life, please do so. And let someone know you love them. You never know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Ryan Little. Ryan Little.